Now in the previous video, we went through exactly how you can use candlesticks with those areas of supply and demand. Now today I'm going to go through the use of candlesticks again, but how you can use candlesticks with that line chart. So if you're interested in seeing how you can combine the use of the line chart with candlestick patterns and obviously still using that supply and demand approach, you are going to want to watch this video all the way to the end, as it's a great way to master the charts with the use of candles. So the first thing we're going to look at, we're on the pound US chart, and we're going to look at the 4 hour first, then we're going to look at some different time frames so you can see this will work on any time frame. And the first thing to notice here when we're looking at the charts is we can have areas where we see the market break structure. Let's just make this a bit of a thicker line. So we can see we have the area where we have a double test and the market tries to push through again and then we break through. Now there's no pullback here to the downside for a buy. Like, we do have the market pulling up, pulling back and breaking out, but there's no actual pullback here to buy. We're just seeing a consolidation area. Now if you're looking at the chart, we can identify the last move down was this move here to the downside, and then we're looking for that pullback. Now obviously we need to find out why we're looking for pullback. Where is it going to come to? Now that comes into understanding those smart money concepts with the supply and demand approach. Now this is going to be an actual area of imbalance. If you haven't watched one of those previous videos with the line charts, I do share in one of those videos how you will actually look for an area of imbalance using the line chart. But it's actually the momentum that we're seeing on this move down which is going to show you where that area of imbalance sits. Now, of course, if you want to learn much more on the smart money concepts and how I trade with imbalances, I do suggest checking out the FOREX Masterclass. Now, the link for that is below in the description of this video. Let's have a look at the chart. Now go back to price and we'll look on the candles, and what we're looking for is where we're going to see an area of imbalance. So this is our area of imbalance. Okay, and that comes right to where we previously tested here. We don't go into that area of imbalance. We only test it on that first test. Now we push up into the area of imbalance, and back to that line chart, you'll be able to identify this was this level. Based on the close of the candles, we see the push through. This is our pullback, and again you can use a Fibonacci on your pullback. We go above the 50%, we go into that 62% area. Most traders like to use that 62% for that entry. This is where we start looking for entry. Now we go back to the candles. When we see price enter here, we'll be looking for that candlestick pattern. Now you don't have to take a trade on the actual 4 hour time frame here. We can actually go down to lower time frame of say the 1 hour, and we'll look for a candlestick pattern on the 1 hour time frame. So looking here on the 1 hour, I want to demonstrate to you, I went through in a previous video, and don't forget, if you haven't seen the previous video, went through understanding the candlesticks, how you can use that with supply and demand, you can check that out at the end of this video. So here we have the push up, we have the rejection, we have another push up, we failed to go higher, and then we have an inside bullish candle and we drop to downside. That is a pattern in itself, showing you that the market is not ready to go higher. We eventually move sideways and we have another push up with bullish candle and a close back down. So once I would see this bearish candle, I'd be looking to sell. Now, if you're not sure why I'm looking at a sell here, let's go through exactly why this is a good setup. One, we're at an area of imbalance. We've broken above this area of previous structure in the market, and most traders will be looking for buy here, but we know the market is in that downtrend. When we see these two candles, this is a 2 candle reversal. What this is going to show you, when you see the open price of this bullish candle and the close price of this bearish one, this will be the body of the candle. Now your wick will be from the close and we'll be going to the high of that bullish candle. To see if we can put this in the center, like so. So this is the candlestick we'll be seeing. Not these two candles, these show a nice rejection pin bar. And we also identify the break of the high of the previous candle. So we see the market taking any stops on the lower time frames, sweeping above those highs, closing with a nice bearish pin bar. Now I can look to sell on the break of this candle, and we'll be looking to target where, well, if you understand the market, we have area structure down here, we can target these lows. And if you understand the imbalances, we have a target here, and we also have a potential target right below current price. More on targets perhaps on another video, but understanding the candlesticks, these two candles show me the reversal to the downside. Now again, many traders have probably been looking for a buy trade out of this area here in the market. But you can see after they pull back, and where is it pulling back into? We're pulling back into this area of imbalance. We find the reaction, and again, we see that we have a engulfing candle, big engulfing candle to the downside, breaking this low, removing this push up in the market. That shows me the market wants to continue the next leg down. We have the pullback and the continuation. So that's how you look at on the lower time frame here, understanding when market pulls back into this area of imbalance. Let's go back to the 4 hour again, and we'll go back to the line chart. So on the line chart, let's get rid of this. On the line chart, we can identify, go back to current price. This is our last area I was looking at. Now we can also identify, we have this area here, the market's broken through. Now we'll look at this on a daily in a moment. We also have an area of market structure here where we can identify, we can mark these levels here off where we have a breakout this time. Now we can see this previous lower high is broken to the upside. That's more of a drop reversal. This was not really a pullback reversal. We want to see a reversal from previous low to remove that previous high. That is understanding market structure. When we see this pullback here, as we see the line chart pulling back, it's right here. I'll be looking for that entry. And again, we may have an area of imbalance. If we go to the candles once again, we zoom into this area. And we'll look at this current area where the market's reversing in a moment as well. We can identify we have this area of imbalance originally left over, this area here. The market pushes into that imbalance, retest this trend line. We have an inside bullish candle, a further push up. Then this candle would be the candlestick, but understanding the candles in the market. We have a push down, removing the low of this previous candle, and we close back as a nice bullish rejection candle. You could understand that when the market took these lows on a lower time frame, this would have been a good time to take a buy. So if we actually look now at a lower time frame, let's go back to the line chart once again. So you can see this is that break retest. Let's go to a 30-minute first. We see the market pulling back, and we'll place the candles back on as we can start understanding your supply and demand approach. We have the price coming back. We break structure here, breaking this high. We also break this small drop-based drop zone of supply and demand. If you're not sure about those types of zones, I will leave a video linked above now, which goes through about that rally-based rally, drop-based drop area of supply and demand. But we do have this area here in the market where we see the breakout, pull back, and we have right there that small rejection candle at an area of demand. Now, whether you mark your demand zone from this low, you can have it from that low or from where we marked below that candle there. But I would tend to have my stop below this low in the market. We see the breakout, the pullback. You could then take in a simple trade here, understanding your supply and demand entries with an entry off the area of demand, stop the low, target the previous highs. Now, that's a simple trade. You can see it's a good risk to reward, but you can also look at these types of candlesticks as well. And you can identify this by looking at the chart. The market breaks this structure again, we pull back. Now this time, if we go closer in, again, understanding what we're seeing here, we have another area of imbalance. And again, we see the market breaking structure head to the left. And this is all about using candlesticks. The line chart, again, we go back to the line chart. You can identify we have the line chart, break of structure, pull back into the area of imbalance we've marked out. That's how you can simplify this by understanding the use of the line chart. We can see the market comes down, we break this small area here to the upside, leaving this area of demand. We break another area, leaving this area of imbalance. Once you identify this, then you go back to your candlesticks. We have a 2 candle reversal, and if you look closely, we have a nice engulfing candlestick. This is your entry if you're using a candlestick. Waiting for that breakout, pull back, retest. There is your area of an engulfing candlestick. Again, if you just combine those two candles together, this would be your body of the candle, and then this would be your wick. Let's just get that right. So understanding this will help you to see that's a pin bar, and that's actually a nice looking candlestick at a swing high. That's how you can look to take that trade. And again, you'll be looking to take that entry and you'll be looking to target up to these highs. Still a very good trade. Let's have a look at the daily time frame, and let me just go back, remove everything off this chart. Just want to demonstrate that this can actually work on the higher time frame. Notice that I've been showing you this at current price. I haven't gone back in the charts. We don't need to. We'll go back to a line chart once again. Now we can mark off this swing here in the market. Okay, so we have this swing here in the market. We can see we have a breakout, a pullback. What do you expect to see here? We have some kind of supply zone. Okay, so we can see the market broke structure, pull back to supply. If we now go back to the candles, there is your supply zone. And if we marked off from these swing points on those two candles, we can see the market's pulled back in. We're now creating that 2 candle reversal. We have an engulfing candle. If we close like this today, we may not, we may continue to break through. But if we did close like this, we would have, again, a candlestick looking like this. So we'd have a nice looking pin bar with a nice body. And we have a nice pin body swing high, which is even better. And that would give you a reason to take this sell on a daily candlestick pattern with an entry and to target those previous lows. So it's a simple technique. Once you understand the flow of price, you have the understanding of a supply and demand strategy, and of course you understand now those candlesticks in the market. Applying all this with the use of that line chart, you can identify where the breaker structures are. Again, you can see we have a breaker structure here. The market then continues to pull back. We have a break of this swing high. What do you think sits most probably in this area? We're going to have an area of imbalance. If we go back now to the candles, there is your area of imbalance. And what do we see? Price pushes up, creates that nice rejection candle. Now on a lower time frame, but probably looking at a 1 hour or 4 hour time frame here, you're going to find a nice candlestick entry. So zooming in, we can identify that we have a push up and a nice bearish candle to downside. So if we drop again around here on a 1 hour time frame, we're going to find probably a nice engulfing candlestick. So let's go back to that area. And here we go. We have a push up in the market, a drop, and eventually you see this candlestick. Let's zoom in. This candlestick just wicks above the high of that previous candle. Let's just double check this. But this candle in itself is an engulfing candle on a 2 candle reversal. But if we look at the high of this is a 13287, a 132,879. So we do just wick above that candle. That is what we call the pin engulfing candlestick. And that's what you saw in the previous video. And this would have been a nice time to take a sell. You could either take an instant sell or take it on the break of the low. You stop at the high of the candle, zoom out, and you look to profit at those previous lows if you want to take that trade all the way down. Now you look for targets as the market does fall, but you can see we have a nice 4-to-1 target if you're looking to target those previous lows. And again, if you look to go even lower and you're looking to go for these lows as your second target, let's just drag this across. You've got this as your second target, and we'll see exactly what that is, just over 7-to-1. So 4-to-1 and 7-to-1 on that type of trade. And you figured all this out by understanding the first, going through the higher time frame with the line chart, with the use of that supply and demand trading approach, the use of the imbalances, and understanding the smart money concept here. But you can simplify everything once you start to apply the use of a line chart. Now, I do hope that you enjoyed what you've seen here today with this content, with the use of a line chart, understanding the candlesticks. And as I said before, if you're looking to understand more about candlesticks, the video is going to be popping up next. We'll go through the use of the candlesticks so you can start understanding how to use those with supply and demand. But if you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. This is your first time to the channel. Welcome to the channel. But popping up right now is that video I mentioned. So I suggest watching it right now next, because it's going to help you to understand this video in more detail with the use of supply and demand and those candlesticks.